Does work exhaust you, lead to burnout, or kill social life of activities that you love? You can start fixing this today, because I'm going to provide 10 tips in this 3-part series for you to achieve work-life balance. Each part offers a unique group of tips, so I'm sure that you'll find something that truly impacts your life. But don't hurry to search for part 1, because watching order does not matter. If you already know how to improve and reduce from last parts, but you still feel overwhelmed, you need this group, that is called separate. The problem may be not the work itself, but how it creeps in our daily lives and stays there all the time. So even if we love it, problems will occur. We will be dealing with this by checking our identity, building a wall, and watching circles. Let's figure out what these methods are. Probably you would not like for your identity to be stolen, but I bet that you let it happen every day when you think about work. It can reveal itself in a casual conversation and seem to be just a way we say things. But on the other hand, it can show how subconsciously we put labels on ourselves and deny balance. For example, let's imagine that someone asks you, "What do you do for a living?" Your reply might be something like, "I'm a financial advisor," or "I'm a programmer." Notice that a lot of people would not say, "I advise on finances," or "I create programs," but instead they would make a job their identity. It can become even a third most important thing when introducing yourself. For example, you might say, "I am name, surname, programmer." How is it bad? Well, actually, it can be even good if you're trying to become really good in your occupation. And you can be advised to do this. But it also makes really hard to have good work-life balance. Problematic is thinking that everything in your life comes as an addition to work. You may have many interesting hobbies and skills or opinions about certain topics that can define your personal features. But first of all, you say that you're some kind of worker. As I mentioned before, this identity and work mix can be useful. For example, James Clear in his book Atomic Habits advocates for first of all changing your identity before anything else. Thinking of yourself as a programmer or advisor makes your objective already in present tense. You say that you are someone, which automatically adds needed qualities for this occupation under your radar. You notice when you have them and your progress towards them becomes faster. It's one of the reasons why saying "fake it until you make it" works. But here's the bad part. When you merge with your profession this much, your life outside of work loses its identity. It's bad not only because you are not nurturing your unique qualities, but also because work can become a priority against family or evading burnout, something what we explored in the last part. So even if you already feel like having a separate identity from your work, just do a small thing. Describe your occupation differently when you're talking to strangers and see how big of a difference it will make. Do you remember when Trump was building a wall? Well, regardless of what you think about it, you will have to follow a trend and build it too. But this time, the one that will make your life great again. Since you already know why to prioritize other life events than work, now you can and should set clear boundaries for your work. There are 3 categories of situations when your boundaries must be strong for good work-life balance. But first of all, what does it mean to have strong boundaries? Well, you should not be reachable for any work questions. Any calls should go to voicemail, no email notifications should reach you, and you should not work a minute longer than planned. No overtime or call to work during your free day. Surely it cannot be always possible. There are bosses that make no compromises and occupations that require you to be on a call. But anyway, that's the goal that you should seek. In any case, don't tolerate it and try to limit situations when your free time could be interrupted. Let's take the bad boss situation. You actually can find arguments that he may like in order to leave you alone during your free time. Being not bothered by work at all with complete downtime makes you more focused, motivated, and much more productive during your real work hours. And it's not some kind of personal quality where someone else might be better than you. It's just human nature. You work much better with totally fresh mind. Depending on your job, you may present even actual evidence. Compare your productivity after interruptions and without them. I'm sure that any boss will prefer more productivity and disturb you less. And remember, if you are good in your field, you can change your boss, and it's not as scary as it looks like. One of the things that can help you to become better professional is to use insights from superior life. Now back to those 3 categories that will make it easier to build your wall. There's nothing really special here. but thinking about them as a separate areas will make it less likely for protecting your boundaries to be just a nice talk. So own your free time by consciously dividing it into short breaks in work, the part of the day what you don't work, and vacations. Rethinking if you really don't have any connection to work during these free times will definitely help your work-life balance. Do you have any crazy friends? Best friends? Or maybe these days I should ask, do you have any friends? Now, you don't want to be unfriendly or lose that last friend who tolerates you. But there is a group of friends that are more likely than not to ruin your work-life balance. This group will make it hard to set clear boundaries between you and work and constantly will remind your identity as a worker. It's your colleagues. I understand that sometimes you might find even your best friend in a work environment, since you spend so much time together. But spending even more time with only colleagues is a mistake. The problem is that you can't come up with many small talks about work so easily. Any funny moments or news will just ask themselves to be discussed, and you will talk about it. This seems fun, but any problems or disagreements will also be present, and all of it will welcome work into your social time, destroying clear boundaries. So the solution here is to have different or at least mixed circle of friends than just your co-workers. If you have achieved your work-life balance, you may realize that most of the problems come not from work at all. Anxiety and worry, problems that may start at work but occur in many steps of our daily lives. Fix this problem too. In this video, I'll provide you 3 methods for fighting worry in all life situations. So, see you here and stay balanced while building your superior life.